When the Great Commission was given in Matthew 28, Jesus said, "Go, make disciples, teach, and baptize." Ever since the 1870s, when the three angels' message was first shared in Georgia and East Tennessee, emphasis has been on telling others about the beautiful grace of Jesus and helping people anticipate the second advent. Bible studies have been given, books have been shared, evangelistic meetings have been held, churches have been started, and people have been baptized. Through the years, various campaigns and programs have served as catalysts to assist members and churches to be more actively involved in sharing their faith. One of these united initiatives launched in the year 1959 throughout the Southern Union. It was known as Operation Dixie. This was the first union-wide coordinated evangelistic program for the harnessing of the entire church in soul winning. The goal was for every ministry of the church to work together in coordinated evangelism. Members could get involved through at least 4 different avenues, including Bible evangelism, visitation, winning hearts through acts of kindness by being a fellowship friend, and by being a prayer partner. Each of the 435 churches in the Southern Union was to hold a revival to kick off this project. Another aspect of this initiative was Operation Fireside, which included a goal for 1,500 youth to give Bible studies to 6,000 people. The Southern Union prayed that the Holy Spirit would use these coordinated ministries to help at least 1,500 people to be baptized throughout the Union. Georgia-Cumberland Conference got on board with gusto. Churches across the conference prayed and planned, trained and invited. The Collegedale Missionary Volunteer Committee trained 8 teams of 2 youths each to give Bible studies. Southern Missionary College planned over 100 studies during those 8 weeks. Jack Orr in Atlanta participated and said,
"I felt it was a great honor and also an education, having never given a Bible study before."
In Thomaston, Georgia, the church only had 28 members, but they had 70 to 80 in attendance at their meetings. In Albany, Georgia, they had 12 baptisms after their 17-day revival. One lady who was baptized said,
"That knock at my door saved my soul."
A church member from Stanifer Gap, Tennessee reported,
"I feel that Operation Fireside lifted the team's hearts. It did them as much good as it did the listeners."
The small churches of Crossville and Coalfield saw over 15 baptisms. In Fentress County, Tennessee, there was even a brand new church started as a result of these efforts. This was formerly a dark county with no previous Adventist church presence. When that first quarter of 1959 came to an end and the numbers were tallied, the Southern Union had over 1,300 baptisms, with 205 from the Georgia-Cumberland Conference, the second highest overall. Several other evangelism projects continued in the 60s and 70s, but it was in the 1980s that another project was introduced by the World Church, 1,000 Days of Reaping, a challenge to baptize 1,000 souls a day for 1,000 days between 1982 and 1985 around the world. With training and excitement, this saw great success worldwide. Other projects have included Harvest 90, Net 95, which streamed live to the world from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and the Next Millennium Seminar. But these projects are not simply in the past. You have likely heard of Pentecost 2025, a challenge from the North American Division for 3,000 churches to hold proclamation evangelism events during this year. Pastor Peter Kulukov, evangelism coordinator for the Georgia-Cumberland Conference, says,
"Each year, our pastors and churches celebrate a record number of baptisms, highlighting that evangelism is a top priority in this conference. Nearly 200 churches have embraced the Pentecost 2025 initiative, actively engaging in evangelism within their communities. People are excited for the soon return of Jesus.
What is your church doing? How can you get involved? Can you share a Bible study or visit an inactive member? Can you get involved in sharing acts of kindness? Is there someone you can add to your prayer list and invite to visit your church? What can you do to be the church today?